If I could be any animal, I would be. Morpheus and his 1,000 shadowy siblings wander here, at least according to the highly respected prize-winning author who claims to be writing a book about the phenomenon of catfish. This will be a scholarly work, and I will order a copy for my personal library and never read it. Every day I will see it on the bookshelf and wonder what mysteries are contained within. I will imagine the secrets it might reveal to me and about me and for my benefit. I will touch its spine and feel a shiver and never open its pages. I log in. My name greets me, but it's wrong. J for Jane, a diminutive I would never choose. My surname is missing. My profile picture is the face of a capybara. The cover image, the background to my timeline, is a capybara rubbing noses with a pony. Even in my reduced capacity, sorely dependent upon oxy following surgery, I feel there is something inherently wrong with these photos. I scroll through my albums and find capybara families standing at the edge of a stream pointing west. Capybaras nuzzling cats. A capybara balancing a trio of newborn puppies on its back, and a field of capybaras frolicking in what appears to be a puddle of mud and excrement. I examine the options on the left side of my timeline. Add info about you. See what you have in common with your friends. Answer a question to let people get to know you. Get to know me. Get to know. I've traveled these pages for 9 years and no one knows me. I must answer a charming question with a delightful answer and lure strangers to like me. Something relies upon it. Something will never occur unless I do this. Something is going to change soon, and all of this will be all of me. Or I've used myself up and I must create more of myself. Or this identity is not enough. This face and name do not convey enough to win friends. Get to know me. If I could decorate my entire home in only one color, it would be. The flower that makes me smile most of all is. One town I've never visited but might consider retiring to someday would be. All of my answers to such questions are lies. Carefully and slowly, I type each reply. Purple, marigold, Tucson, Arizona. In a burst of light, I can see this me. She is likable and generic. She is agreeable and young. She has long red hair tied back in a ponytail. She likes to garden, and she knows the names of all the children who live on her street. Who is this woman? What would she call herself? Is she part of me or just another inhabitant of this terrible dream world? Answer a question to let people get to know you. If I could be any animal, I would be. The snout of a capybara nudges my elbow. Did the capybaras come in from the garden? When did I begin to keep them in the house? This is when it occurs to me. I may be sleeping at the keyboard again. I'm exhausted. I'm still not healing properly. The nerves in my abdomen spike and stab me awake in the middle of the night. I take another dose of oxy. I walk through the days in a stupor. I'm in pain inside and out. My attempt at returning to a full work schedule has failed. Catching up a few accounts and invoicing clients before the holidays has failed. I keep drifting off. I keep waking up and posting my displeasure. I keep waking up and posting my discomfort. I keep waking up. I have no friends left. If I did, by now they would be weary of my complaints. My stay-at-home job gone stale and stupid. My worsening phobias. My neighbors with loud children and yapping puppies. I grow weary too, and I drift and sometimes sleep all afternoon. I know why the capybaras nuzzle cats and why they love the cool splash of mud against their brittle-haired skin. I don't know why they face west. This is some unspoken mystery my slumbering mind can't penetrate, so I wander off past the garden gates of horn and ivory, past the park of howling dogs, across the freight train tracks and away. Night has fallen hours ago. Over a hill and down the far slope, grass and tangled weeds give way to a rock surface. Moonlight strikes the rocks so that the rising glimmer hovers before me and around me, as enveloping as a pool of luminous water. My body lumbers wide and awkward among the graves. I wish I could wear a blanket to hide my cumbersome state. On all sides, the names of the dead rise up, glowing and warm. There are so many to choose from. The names clutter the rocky ground and break through crevices in the rock walls. They hum when they're touched. They secrete a hot liquid when they're stolen, and I'm careful to select them while wearing gloves. Yesterday, I received a private message from a dead friend. Her distant cousin has claimed her profile as an inheritance. Her cousin owns her voice, her glittering smile trapped in amber and surrounded by withered vines. The distant cousin was angry. The distant cousin wanted me to know how much, how very, very much my dead friend loved me. Presumably the distant cousin meant my friend had loved me when she was alive, but I'm not sure. She didn't explain. She wrote, "Bella loved you more than anyone. Don't you know that? She only wanted you to be happy. She wanted me to tell you." I couldn't think of any reply. In the moonlight, I searched the glowing names of the dead and confirm what I already know. Bella's name is gone. Bella's face and rants and photos of the Grand Canyon are gone. Her list of 12 films she will never watch again. Her list of 17 clothing items she should not have thrown away. Her 23 favorite Valentines. Her most cherished music from the year she turned 19. All gone. I can't tell exactly when she died, but now she's gone. Beyond the cemetery of names lies a paved road with deep grooves worn on both sides. I follow it. Women walk in both directions, dragging enormous suitcases on wheels. If I try to stop one of them, she only glares at me, shrugs me off, saying, "I'm going somewhere, leave me alone." From some of the suitcases, small hands protrude, fingers grasping at the empty air with a futility that makes my stomach turn. For the rest of this story, look for New Maps of Dream, an anthology edited by Joe Pulver and Cody Goodfellow. This is going to be published by PS Publishing later this year, and I hope you will look for it. If I could be any animal, I would be, by S.P. Miskowski.